P. Johnson. The fifth of seven children, Marsha was born Malcolm Michaels Jr. in Elizabeth, New Jersey on August 24th, 1945. Marsha was educated in the Elizabeth public school system and graduated from Thomas A. Edison High School in 1963. After graduating high school, she enrolled in the United States Navy for a brief stint. Marsha then relocated to New York's Greenwich Village to discover herself. As a transient, she turned to prostitution to survive and soon found a like-minded community within the nightlife of the village. She found joy as a self-made drag queen, and she became infamous for her unique design and costume creation. Throughout her discovery phase, she was referred to as Malcolm and Black Marsha before settling on Marsha P. Johnson. The P stands for Pay It No Mind. Johnson quickly became a prominent figure in the LGBTQ community, serving as a drag mother, helping homeless and struggling LGBT youth. Marsha was extremely successful and toured the world as a successful drag queen with the Hot Peaches. Although Marsha struggled with mental illness, like we all do, she had a profound way of putting others' needs before her own. Johnson remained constant communication with her family and often returned home to Elizabeth for the holidays. During her commute home, Marsha would invite wayward people to join her for a hot meal with her family. Marsha never visited the home empty handed, and she would bring her nieces, nephews, trinkets, and flowers for her mother. Contrary to the belief, the family was very dear to Marsha's heart. Her forthright nature and enduring strength led her to speak out against injustices. In June 28th, 1969, at the Stonewall Inn on Christopher Street, things turned violent after members of the LGBTQ plus community were harassed by the NYPD 6th President. Many eyewitnesses has identified Marsha as one of the main instigators of the uprising and thus recognized her as a vanguard of the gay liberation movement in the United States. Following the events of Stonewall, Jackson and her friend Sylvia Rivera co-founded the new Transvesti Action of Revolutionaries, or STAR. They became fixtures in the community, helping transgender homeless youth. STAR provided services including shelter to queer people in New York City, Chicago, California, and England for a few years in the early 1970s, but eventually disbanded. On July 6th, 1992, Johnson's body was found in the Hudson River off of the West Village piers. Police ruled that she has committed suicide, despite claims from her friends and family members in the local community that she was not suicidal. 25 years later, Victoria Cruz, a crime victim advocate of the New York Anti-City Anti-Violence Anti-Violence Project, reopened the case. In regards to the four Catholic marks, which are the Church is one, holy, Catholic, and apostolic, Marsha relates to all of them. One being the Church is one. This means that it is a single, united, and global church which has its basis in Jesus Christ. Marsha P. Johnson was fighting for a united front against discrimination and against prejudice of gay people. She called for unification of all people, transgender people, gay people, bisexual people, anyone falling under the queer umbrella. So she wanted a united front to one. And relating to holy, the holy means that it does not mean that all of the members of the church are sin-free. It means that the church and her sacraments help make the faithful holy. Marsha P. Johnson was raised in the Mount Hermon African Methodist Episcopal Church. And throughout her entire life, she demonstrated what it means to be holy. Helping people was a big way in her holiness. Catholic means universal, the role of the church to spread the word of God universally across the world. Marsha toured the world as a drag queen, spreading kindness and love and joy to everyone that she encountered. And she helped pave the way for drag queens all across the world and spread love in her way doing that. Apostolic, the origins and beliefs of the church started out with the apostles at the Pentecost. Marsha P. Johnson was apostolic in the way not because she was religious, but we can all be. We can all spread the word of God, and we can all follow in the apostles' footsteps and in Jesus' footsteps. Marsha spread the word of love, and at the end of the day, God is love. So she spread love to everyone, whether it be taking up homeless youth on the streets of New York City, or taking in people to have holiday dinner with her family. She was apostolic in the way that she spreaded love. Thank you.